very confident, says he's going to knock you out in the 9th round.
Yeah, man. You know, he's a dumbass, and so it's gonna be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out. I mean, genuinely, fighters always say this. There's the back and forth, but Piers, I'm being so honest, man. This guy is easy work.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jaden on Love.
I mean, which is nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Especially Tank been talking about retiring, so why not get the bag and then go about your business if that's your plan?
Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul sit face-to-face with Piers Morgan, exchanging confidence and attitude ahead of their fight. Jake admits that Tank is the most experienced and dangerous opponent he's ever faced, a huge step up from anyone on his list. But Gervonta stays calm and composed, promising to showcase a sharper, stronger version of himself on fight night.
Just my focus gotta be blazing that night. Just me and him in that ring. All in all, be better.
I saw 8 to 10 rounds is what you're thinking, and I also saw, I think I saw 6 rounds. Is what you're thinking? I could be wrong.
7 or 8.
7, yeah, it's right around there.
Yeah,
How you pick that number? Like, how do you pick what round it's gonna be?
First, his skills, the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know how durable he is. I don't know. I just don't know just yet. But I know if I could get him where I want him.
Yeah.
That's how long it's gonna take.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be a good beating.
Do you understand the magnitude of this fight? Do you understand how important this fight is to the boxing game, to the sport?
I think I do, but I don't think that he knows. I've been in big fights.
Jake Paul confidently tells Piers Morgan that everyone will discover the truth when fight night arrives on Saturday, November 15th. He insists that all the predictions and debates will end inside the ring. Jake believes his performance will speak louder than any interview, proving who truly deserves victory once the spotlight hits. Over the past few years, boxing has evolved from a sport grounded purely in skill into a global entertainment business driven by attention and fame.
He's going to knock you out in the 9th round.
Yeah, man. You know, he's a dumbass, and so it's gonna be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out. I mean, genuinely, fighters always say this. There's the back and forth, but Piers, I'm being so honest, man. This guy is easy work.
Emiliano Vargas believes Jake Paul understood this shift long before anyone else. Instead of building a long amateur career or chasing Olympic glory, Jake created his own audience first. By merging social media influence with boxing, he unlocked massive paydays, regardless of rankings or titles. Today, many younger fans follow storylines, drama, and trash talk more than traditional boxing achievements. Vargas sees this as a disadvantage for fighters who have dedicated their entire lives to reaching the top. In the past, legends of the sport spent decades earning major fights. Now, a single viral moment can catapult a newcomer into the spotlight. While this new model brings excitement and attracts fresh viewers, Vargas warns that the true essence of a champion, honor, skill, and hard-earned respect, should never be forgotten.
Not in basketball terms, just such a funny internet comment. But explain this to me like a third grader. What is an exhibition fight?
I don't even know, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. All I know is that Jake is making, I don't, goddamn.
But when they say
look, God bless Jake, bro, because this is what he figured out. He figured out this. He figured out boxing is all about attention.
100%.
And he went from Disney to, you know, getting paid. What I told you, world champions that have dedicated their whole life to this sport, they will never get paid. Not even a percentage of what he's making.
Yeah.
But because attention brings dollars. It doesn't matter if it's a podcast, if it's a movie premiere, if it's boxing. If there's no attention on it, you're not going to make no money from it.
This is like the WNBA conversation. That's why they don't make the money, because they don't have the attention.
No, for sure. I was at the WNBA yesterday, and that shit was lit, bro.
It was lit?
I was chopping it up with Floyd was there.
It was
like,
good?
People, they won by like, I think 1 or 2 points. But I was standing up and I was jumping, you know, it was the finals though.
Yeah.
It's the finals. So, all that aside, I just feel like Gervonta could crack though, bro.
Oh, of
Gervonta
course.
could crack. I mean,
So this is what I want
He's sparred light heavyweights and heavyweights before. Like, this ain't nothing new.
From Garrett's perspective, the matchup between a decorated professional like Gervonta Davis and a YouTuber turned boxer like Jake Paul is something that would have seemed impossible years ago. He describes it as a spectacle, not because the fighters lack skill, but because the situation itself feels unusual within the sport's traditions. Jake Paul has built a career by turning chaos into profit. He knows how to capture headlines, spark controversy, and make people watch, even if they dislike him. Gareth believes this freak show is exactly why the fight exists. Jake keeps proving that attention can create opportunity. Some longtime boxing fans feel uneasy about this direction, while others see it as the dawn of a new era, one where entertainment and unpredictability rule. Love him or hate him, Jake's influence has become impossible to ignore.
You're Paulus.
Well, there's an end game and a bookend to what Jake Paul's doing, and I think he's getting very close to the bone with this one because it doesn't really work. It's the biggest freak show so far. Like you say, Gervonta is not in everybody's list, but he's there or thereabouts in the pound for pound list. I mean, since the Lamont Roach fight, people have been down on him a little bit more. You know, a lot of people think he might have lost that fight, you know. Obviously his troubles and travails away from the ring have meant that, you know, people are starting to question at 33 now, is he?
No, I don't even think he's that.
31.
I think it's 31 max, 31. Yeah.
But they're beginning to question his validity.
But yeah, go on.
31, yeah? 30. Okay. Yeah. They're beginning to question, or I don't think we all are, but people are in general beginning to, pundits, and some fans are beginning to question his validity in that top 10 pound for pound list. I think he belongs there myself, or just outside it. Certainly in the top 15, no question.
Coach Reg defends Gervonta Davis by reminding everyone that Tank's success wasn't built overnight. He climbed through multiple weight divisions, faced tough contenders, and delivered knockout victories that earned him global respect. Reg argues that once a fighter reaches that level, judgment follows them everywhere. People claim Tank is chasing money now, but the coach insists he's earned the right to secure his future. Boxing is a risky life. One bad night can change everything. After countless training camps, dangerous opponents, and constant emotional pressure, it makes sense for Davis to pursue opportunities that reward him the most. Reg also emphasizes that Tank still represents the core values of real boxing: discipline, courage, and championship ambition. He isn't avoiding challenges. He's choosing fights that bring both reward and legacy. Supporters admire his dominance, while critics focus only on what he hasn't done yet. But that's the burden of greatness.
You know what I mean? Especially Tank been talking about retiring, so why not get the bag and then go about your business if that's your plan? I mean, if that's your plan to retire, then go get the bag and then go about your business. You ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm not against it.
You got some people that are very critical of Tank. Does it make sense depending on what you're in boxing for? Because you got some people that want to fight the best. You got some people that want the accolades, the belts, you know, the undisputeds. And you got some people that just came in this game like, look, I'm trying to get my family out of poverty and give us generational wealth. Does it all depend on what you decided to box for?
Well, I mean, Tank accomplished a lot at a young age. You know what I mean? He accomplished a lot at a young age. So I wouldn't be mad if he took the bag and went about his business and never fought again. You know what I mean? Plus, like, look at some of the things that he's going through. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of that can affect you as well. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're trying to be in this game. So
at press conferences, Gervonta Davis listens, observes, and speaks only when necessary. His silence creates tension because no one knows what he's thinking. Mannix and Mora point out that this contrast adds extra drama to the build-up. Jake comes across as the entertainer driving the show, while Tank looks like a focused hunter waiting for the bell to ring. This dynamic perfectly reflects who they are, one born from digital fame, the other forged through pure boxing. When they sit side by side, even their body language tells the story of old school versus new school.
And even though Jake Paul tried to egg him on and try to goad Gervonta Davis on, he's dealing with somebody that is not a quick-witted, thinker. He's not a quick-witted speaker. Tank Davis is explosive in the ring. He's fast and powerful in the ring. He's charismatic inside the ring when he's punching. But when you put a microphone in front of him, he's not articulate. He doesn't know how to quickly respond to people. He stutters a lot. He does more stuttering than talking. So Gervonta Davis in front of a microphone is not going to sell. So Tank Davis shouldn't be put in a podium like that. He should have speakers for him. He should have someone talking for him. He should have a mouthpiece. Tank Davis is not going to sell this fight. And Jake Paul knows it. That's the reason he kept throwing jabs at him. He tried to get Tank out of his shell. Tank's not quick verbally enough. He's not quick-witted. He's not quick with the tongue. So in order for him to sell this fight, he's going to have an adversary that can spit something back. Like, for instance, Chavez Jr., he didn't have that quick-witted a response, but he had the backing, he had the loyal following, and Chavez Jr., like many Mexicans, don't need to speak because they do all their fighting in the ring, and people know that.
People interpret Tank's calm attitude in different ways. Some viewers think he doesn't seem excited about facing Jake Paul. They see his short answers and relaxed posture as signs that he isn't taking the event seriously. Others believe the complete opposite, that his stillness reflects razor-sharp focus. Davis is known for quietly studying his opponents, storing every detail in his mind before unleashing his intelligence in the ring. Boxing history is filled with fighters who spoke little but performed brilliantly. It's possible that Tank simply refuses to get dragged into the showmanship. He knows the only place where opinions truly matter is when the punches start landing. Whether his calm is boredom or confidence will only become clear on fight night.
Jake Paul legitimately cooked Gervonta Davis in that press conference, and I really don't know how to feel about that. And to be honest with you, I still don't understand how boxing even allowed this to be made. Like, I don't. Like, dog, this is not an overstatement. Like, literally one of the core pillars holding up boxing is, like this literal, like, fake superiority complex that they have over literally every other combat sport. Despite literally being the least effective main combat sport there is. Brother, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling. Brother, I put judo over I put boxing. In terms of practicality of combat, oh yeah, 100%. Brother, if Jake Paul makes it competitive against Gervonta Davis, I'm looking at this like, brother. Oh, well, weight difference, brother. Gervonta Davis has been training his entire life. I'm sorry, bro. It's bad enough that the fact that if this was under any other combat sport, this would literally be like one of the most one-sided matchups of all time. And it wouldn't be in favor of Davis. No, dog, if you did this under an MMA rule set, oh my gosh, bro, Paul cooks Gervonta. It's not close at all. Like, round one finish level. Like, understand this, Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul is taking place in literally the only...
Sean Porter has been part of boxing long enough to witness its evolution. He sees this fight as a sign that money has become the strongest motivator in matchmaking. Porter respects Jake Paul for challenging himself, yet he questions whether this fight truly pushes the sport forward. He also points out that Gervonta Davis, now a major attraction, sometimes chooses financial opportunity over legacy. Porter wonders what future champions will aim for, years of tough fights or quick earnings. He isn't angry at the fighters. He understands how careers work. But he encourages fans to reflect on what they want boxing to be. Should the sport remain rooted in competition and pride, or shift entirely into the entertainment world? Porter's concern isn't about this one fight. It's about what it represents for future generations.
Why are you doing that? How do you sort of see this scenario now for him?
Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about it, what to really say about it. I've only been asked this when it's been presented to me. That's when I think about it, and I can't really come up with a good answer for it. In a lot of ways, it doesn't make sense to me. Of course, we know the size differential, and the list goes on from there. I don't know, man. I think we're entering a generation now, or a phase now where fighters, I don't know. I don't know if his fighters. I don't know if he doesn't care about the legacy or if he feels like this fight doesn't matter. I'll get back to the legacy. I just don't know. This is truly not. It's not a legacy fight, but of course it is a generational money fight.
Analysts who follow Davis closely argue that his career reflects a consistent pursuit of greatness. Every major fight he's taken has pushed him to prove something new. They believe that, even if money plays a role, Tank always steps into the ring determined to show he's the superior fighter. His silence at press conferences isn't arrogance. It's a reminder that boxing is decided by skill, not speeches. Analysts suggest that after years of success, Davis wants his name mentioned alongside the greatest fighters of the modern era. He understands that one poor performance can erase years of achievement, and that pressure drives him to prepare with relentless focus. Legacy demands more than viral fame. It requires a career filled with defining moments. And that's exactly what Tank is chasing.
Sitting on that toilet and that stool ain't brown or green. If it's red, go to the doctor.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But again, Tank Davis and Jake Paul, they fight in November. I personally have Tank. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, because Tank is a little different. He ain't like them other niggas who took a fall. Tank ain't finna take no fall, bro.
That's what I think too. I think like, bro got a reputation to maintain. He ain't about to just, you know what I'm saying, sign a deal just for some money.
Just for some bread.
I ain't like, it's about the money though, for sure.
For sure.
But I'm not about to.
But what they get, like 20, he got like 20 million?
But yeah, 20, I ain't gonna lie, Tank probably get 20, 30, 40.
I don't know. Tank need to get more than that because it's bringing Jake Paul more money than, you know what I'm saying?
Anything, but you know, Jake Paul putting up the purse, he putting up everything.
Oh, okay.
He paying for promotions, he paying for everything.
So he getting all whatever he get.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, I can only, I think it's a 60-40 cut or something like that.
I ain't mad at that.
So it's like you getting 40% and you all got to do is show up and fight.
No, facts.
That's all you got to do is show up.
Facts.
And then 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be what?
Nate Diaz remains one of the sport's most brutally honest voices, especially when it comes to crossover events. He doesn't waste time choosing sides or pretending this matchup fits traditional boxing standards. In his view, both fighters know exactly what they're doing, entertaining crowds while earning massive paychecks. Diaz acknowledges that Jake has improved enough to surprise opponents, but he dismisses the idea that this is a pure competitive war. To him, it's business first. The fans tune in for excitement, and the athletes deliver a show. Nate's perspective reminds everyone that this fight exists somewhere between sport and entertainment, that IT may not satisfy boxing purists, but it keeps people talking, and that's the game.
I gotta ask you, Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis. Does Davis have a chance?
Gervonta is a great boxer, but he ain't gonna be.
So you got Jake Paul by knockout, or?
No, I don't got anybody, but I don't think.
He's just too small.
It just. I don't want to beat up somebody that small. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think of the fight?
I don't want to lose to somebody that. There's no point in the fight. It's a great fight, actually.
You think
I'm
it's
not
a good
hating
fight?
on the fight, but I think. My thoughts on it is let's watch it, see what happens.
Ryan Garcia said that boxing's turning into WWE.
Yeah,
with that type of matchup. Do you agree? Last thing, White House card, like he said, you want Conor McGregor?
Yeah, but the whole thing's on WWE, so
right.
It's like, at least that's happening and it's getting something to talk about.
But that's all for today's video. Stay tuned.